Hi guys, welcome back to the Neba Network. I'm Neba. If you're new here and you'd like to take a second subscribe, that would be awesome. And if you want to hit the notification bell, then you will know every time I upload a new video, which is every Monday to Friday. And if you want to give a girl a like because you like what I'm talking about, that would be okay too. Now, on with the video. I'm home. I'm so glad to be home. I had a great time. My husband and I, as you guys know, we've been camping for the last 3 days. Well, technically not 3 days. We left on Sunday afternoon and we came home yesterday. And we went up on Sunday. Pouring rain, pouring. Can't believe it. And just to give you guys an idea where we were, I live in Hamilton, Ontario, and we went to Port Burwell, Ontario, which is on Lake Erie. And man, was it raining. The whole time we were driving up there, we're both looking at each other like, yeah, we're probably going to a hotel. And we get there, we check in, it's pouring. I'm telling you, we get to the campsite and it's just like, boop, rain stopped. Of course, we had to put up with the dripping of the trees, but that was not a big deal. We set up, we had a wonderful time. As you guys saw by the footage, and if you follow me on my Instagram or on my Facebook, I posted a whole bunch of pictures and little snippets of video that I glamp. I don't camp. I do glamping. I had hydro on the campsite. We had our actual coffee pot from home. And we initially started out drinking out of these tin cups. They're, the tin camping cups. And we're both like, yeah, not so much. So we actually drove to a dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and we picked up ceramic coffee cups because, we're like, no, we're far too bougie to drink out of tin cups, right? But we're not bougie enough to get expensive coffee cups. We just went to the dollar store and they were perfect. So we had coffee and we just enjoyed our night. My husband is a hero. He managed to even start a fire with wet wood, which was just amazing. It was very relaxing. The night was very cold. The first night was around 12 degrees Celsius. My American friends, I'm sorry, you have to do your own math. And I'll just tell you that's cold. And then the second night was 10, I believe. During the day was beautiful, but woohoo, the night was just cold. And but we made it. And then the Tuesday, we were well aware that there was going to be bad weather coming. So we made the decision that we were going to spend Tuesday night in a hotel because neither one of us relished the idea of packing up the campsite in the rain. Which, as you guys know, there's nothing worse than bringing home, a wet tent and everything, and then you got to set it up and dry it out and all that. So we figured, you know what? We're good. So we ended up driving to a hotel, and that actually worked out really well which brings us to another story. For those that don't know me personally, we don't have cable in our house. We got rid of it. Oh man, it's been about 2 years, I think. We had it, but nobody ever watched television. So we were paying all this money to never watch television. So we made the decision to get rid of cable. Well, part of the fun, when we go anywhere and there's TV is we're like little kids. We're like, like binge watching TV to catch up with all the shows that we just don't watch anymore. And there's never that desire that we want to put it back. But when we do go somewhere and there's cable, we do tend to like, you know, cuddle up on the couch and just watch television because it's a treat for us. So that afternoon, that's what ended up happening is my husband was sitting on the couch and I'm all propped up in bed like a princess and we're watching TV. And it was great, you know, and we went out to dinner and we had a good night's sleep. And then Wednesday when we came home, I mean, it was great. You know, my brother and sister-in-law had been here looking after my father-in-law, which was awesome. And, you know, thank you guys. And it was just a nice refresher. You know, it was good to get away for a couple of days. And, you know, we learned a lot. Like for me, I learned a lot about vlogging because I really gained a new respect for any of my fellow YouTubers that vlog their trips or their days on a regular basis. It's very hard. And I was very humbled by how difficult it is. You know, you don't realize that, you know, I didn't even think, like, we're riding our bikes and I had nowhere to put a camera or a phone. You know what I mean? And I realized that there's things that I need to think about before I vacation, you know, because I want to share all these experiences with you guys. And I don't feel bad. I just feel very glad to have had the experience, you know. There's nothing wrong with learning. And so for the next vacation, I know now a little bit more that, you know, how to better prepare myself. So I was quite happy to do that. And it was great when we got home because my husband and I, we got everything unloaded. And then, you know, I was like, woohoo, and I started doing the laundry and everything's going great. And then the weather changed. And for those of you that don't know, I suffer from migraines. And I got the mother of migraines yesterday. And it put me down for the afternoon, the later afternoon. And then it eased off and it was tolerable and I could, you know, get up again and that. And then, you know, went to sleep that night. I thought, oh, okay, we're good. And then here she comes again and took more meds and I was out like a light. And then today, here I am. You know, like it was a fantastic getaway. Could have done without the headache. That was the only thing that kind of was the damper on the whole thing. And I learned that I still like camping. Like, I wasn't sure how it was all going to go, but it went really well. And it's something that I look forward to doing again. And this time, I want to be able to record the whole thing because there was so much there that I wanted to film and show you guys. Because if you ever, anybody here in Canada, that's a stretch. Anybody around Ontario, if you ever get the chance to go to Port Burwell Provincial Park, you should go. It is a lovely, lovely park. It is not overly huge. It is nothing fancy. They have everything I need, which is beautiful woods, a nice beach, and plumbing. Oh, and they have hydro. Of course, I think all of the provincial parks do, but don't quote me on that. But guys, it was beautiful and I highly recommend it. It was just gorgeous. And I promise the next time we go there, which will probably be sometime in August, I am going to be better prepared, because I want to take you guys around and show you more. So other than that, that was my trip. And for anybody that is a new subscriber, welcome. I am so very glad that you joined the fam. And I think what we're going to do tomorrow is I am going to talk about what it was like camping for the first time being keto. Because boy, oh boy, did I learn a lot. What I thought I know and what I know now, way different. So you guys have a great afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. If you like the video, give a girl a like. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're doing for the long weekend this weekend, because here in Canada, we got a long weekend. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.